So we have the beat, we have the bass together. Now I want to add in that pad. In this video, I'm checking out the new Waves CR8 sampler plugin and the Waves Cosmos Sample Finder. So we're going to try to put together a bit of a beat in here. We'll go over some of the settings as we go along, and I'm just sort of new to this plugin, and we'll see what we can come up with here. If you want to grab the Waves CR8 for yourself, it has an opening price of just $9.99, and Cosmos comes with it. If you just want the Cosmos Sample Finder, you can grab that for free as a standalone program. Now, let's jump in and see what this is all about. So here is the Waves CR8 sampler plugin. Kind of looks straightforward as a sampler plugin. You can drag and drop a sample in there, or you could search for one or load one up by clicking those. Just drag and drop in there. Pretty straightforward. Now, the one thing a sampler plugin needs is samples. So if we click this little button up here in the corner, it's going to open the Cosmos Sample Finder. And it actually comes with quite a few samples of its own. So if you don't have any yet, don't worry. It does come with some. But you can see over here, we can also add some local folders. I've added the Focusrite 2 GB folder that comes with your Focusrite audio interface. So that's in there. And this is the Waves audio factor that comes with CR8. And I think it was like 4 GB of samples or something like that. It's quite a few in there. So now if we're starting a beat, I like to start with drums. So all we have to do here is click drums, and now it's going to show us drums down in here. And you can see we have ones that are 1 bar and like 1 shots. If we want, we could actually click on length, click it twice, and then we can go from longer samples. So these are going to be full beats, which is kind of what we want for our beat here. So we'll just listen to a few of these and see what we like. All right, I think I like that one there. Yeah, I'm going to go with this. So now all we have to do is click from here and drag it into the CR8. And it's that easy. There it is in there. And if you want to hear it back in the CR8, we can use our keyboard. Or if you don't have a MIDI keyboard connected, you could draw in some notes onto a MIDI clip, or we can go over to this keyboard here and just click on C3, which is going to be the root of this sample. So we'll click on that. And if we don't want it like that, we can lower it down by clicking somewhere lower. And of course, you can do this on your MIDI keyboard as well. And one of the cool things with this plugin is we can set up different sections of our keyboard to control different samples that we load into the CR8. And we can just do that by dragging this. So let's say we just want this tiny section of keys here to control our beat. And you can see when I click outside of that, I'm not playing anything right now. So we'll save those keys for another sample that will load up. And of course, you don't have to do this. I'm just doing that to show you right now. So you can see we have our keyboard view here. We have our sample view when we click there, and we have sort of a mixer once we start adding some more samples in here. So let's just have a quick look at here. We can have this so it loops every time that we play it. It's going to loop back around. We can change the start and the end of where it starts to play. So now when I play it, it's starting from there. And you can also add some fade-ins and that sort of thing like this. And that's pretty straightforward there. I'm going to stretch this back so it's the full thing. And then down here we have a little bit of a filter section. You can enable that and then add some drive. And you have your ADSR settings over here. Now, if we click down here, we can control some of these mods here. And these are like LFOs that we can drag up onto one of these and have it control those. So yeah, you can add LFOs to these controls if you really want to. You can get rid of them by right-clicking and choosing none. And let's see what else we've got going on here. We have a Unison mode. So if we click that, it puts it in Unison. You can lock the tempo by clicking on that, or you can turn it off and it's going to go with the normal tempo of that sample, which will be out of sync with whatever our DAW is set to. So I'm going to sync lock this now. And you can also set this for beats, or if we click here, harmonic, melodic, voice, classic. And that kind of changes some of the settings that we can access and how this is set up in here. But we want it for beats right now. Of course, there's a lot more to this plugin. I just kind of opened it up and I'm getting used to it myself. What I want to do now is just add another sample into here. So I'm going to click the plus sign. Now we have another empty sample slot. So we'll just click on the Cosmos button again, open up Cosmos, and now let's add a bit of a bass into there. So we're going to clear the drums. And now we're going to add bass. And let's just check out what we have available here. I kind of want a bass guitar, so I'm going to go in here to instruments and see if I can narrow this down to there, bass guitar. So let's see what we have now. You can hear there's a lot of like one shots, so you could control those with your keyboard if you want. I just sort of want to bring in a looped type thing. Let's hear what that sounds like. So I just gotta do that. Bring that in. All right, let's hear what this sounds like now. Kind of works together. I'm going to go with that. I kind of like that right there. All right, I'm going to put a little drive on that bass now, so I'm going to enable the filter section here. Now let's go into the mixer, control some of our levels a bit here. I kind of like that so far. Now let's add something else in there. See what else we've got. We'll click on the Cosmos again. And now let's just kind of look at Cosmos. So there's a few things in here. We have this regular view that we're looking at. You can change it to this, which is a more slim view. You can see we have length here, and you also have key. So if you're looking for something in a specific key, you could find that by clicking on key there, or we could click up here and we can search for the key by clicking on whatever key on this keyboard here. And you can go major, minor. You can also look by BPM, and it's going to sort everything by BPM. So we can see this is the sample that I used right here, and it's in A minor. So we'll search for some A minor stuff in a second. I just want to show you one more view here, which is the Cosmos view. And I guess this is where it gets its name from. So now it kind of sorts different sounds that are kind of related to each other. So this is the one we're on right now. That's the center of the Cosmos, I guess. And you can change the brightness. You can have space. It's going to change things around. Dynamics. and different things in there like that. You can navigate through the Cosmos with this little wheel here. Zoom in and out if you like. It's just kind of something different and brings your samples all together so you can easily find things that are going to work together that way. But right now we have our bass guitar. Let's get rid of that. And let's add maybe a little bit of a synth line there. So we're going to click on synth. I want to go back to the regular view here, and I want to search by key. So I'm going to click on A, and then I'm going to click on minor because it was A minor. And now it's brought some A minor stuff in there for us. Let's hear what we got. All right, that kind of works right there. I'm going to go into the mixer and we'll turn down that pad sound. I'm just going to bring this back so it just kind of repeats from there. All right, so this is coming along now. What I want to add now is maybe like a little vocal part. Just see what we have for vocal. So let's just go here to instruments, and I'm going to go to vocal. And I actually want to narrow that down. Maybe I want a female vocal on this. So let's just hear what we have.
I fix your bow tie, lost in the night. I love you, I love you.
All right, let's try adding that in there.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
I really like that in there. But what I want to do is just kind of set it for a different section here. So we're going to click on that. And to control this, I'm going to go down to here. We'll go right here.
I love you.
So what I need to do now is set this so it's C2 as the root. So I'm going to click there. C2, and let's see what happens.
I love you, I love you.
So now the root of that one is C2. I'm going to set the pad for a different section as well. So we'll click on the pad here, and I just want that maybe in the same section as the vocal. So we'll have it in there. And again, I'm going to change that to C2. So we'll go in here, C2, and let's listen to that.
I love you, I love you.
All right, so what I actually want to do for this vocal one is just make it so it's one note, C2, and that's it. And now the pad, it can extend there. Then I just want the bass to be controlled with the beat. So I'm going to switch over to the bass now. And I'm going to make it so it's the same area as the beat. So now let's just check this all out. So we have the beat, we have the bass together. Now I want to add in that pad. All right, that was super easy to put together this little beat in the Waves CR8. And of course, we could continue to build on this and you could narrow things down in here. Such an easy plugin to work with. And I know there's a lot more to this than what I just scratched on. This is just the surface, but even just the surface, this is an awesome plugin. And for $9.99, it's really a great deal. Now check out an excellent Waves Lo-Fi plugin by clicking the video on the screen. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane. Keep creating, and we'll talk soon.